There is a new rule changing something that will possibly, impact AMC short squeeze in the New York Stock Exchange. And since the last 2 days when, this new rule was filed and made public on the SEC website, lots of people started to freak out, calling for, this potentially being one of the major item that will prevent the most from happening. So there is a lot of confusion out there on the internet around the apes community specifically, and I wanted to take time to actually digest the information and see exactly how and why you shouldn't freak out, because I think lots of people are missing out a really big component of the way they see this impacting the MOASS. All right, so in this video, guys, I want to exactly go over what the rule it's stating and why there is a little bit of a blown extension on this topic. So let's get into it. Jumping into the actual document, this is from rule released file number SR NYSE for New York Stock Exchange 2021-60. This was filed October 13th, so a couple of days ago. But when you actually get into this piece, this is actually where the verbiage gets into people's mind. Proposed Rule 713 will permit the chair of the board of the exchange or the CEO or the officer designee of the chair of the CEO to suspend trading in any or all securities trading on the exchange whenever, in his or her opinion, such suspension will be in the public interest. No such suspension will continue longer than a period of 2 days or soon thereafter, as a quorum of directors can be assembled unless the board approves the continuation of such suspension. So let me pause here for a second, guys, because there is another paragraph we're going to get into in a minute, but pausing here first to actually address exactly what is at stake here. So it is true, by reading at this, the way it is worded, it can cause any confusion, especially putting a negative sentiment into, wait a minute, guys, if they're telling us that they have now the ability to actually suspend the trading of any security on the New York Stock Exchange for 2 days or even longer if, the board of directors or, the directors assemble decide to do for more. So what is actually, we can read it in 2 ways. First of all, it's not bad, because in the case the stock goes down because maybe of manipulation or because they feel like there is something going on with the stock, then it will be a good thing because it will prevent the stock from going even further down. But how many times with the SSR in place have we seen the stock even 10% down on a day, the next day dropping even more, 5-8% with the SSR in place? So it doesn't make any sense that this will be something any different to what we've already been exposed to so far with AMC. So that's on the downtrend. Now, on the uptrend, I get that some people might be freaking out because on the uptrend, it may mean that, well, in the case the short squeeze started, what if it's pause and reduce the buying pressure? Not really, because when you really think about it, guys, the short squeeze will be caused by shorts covering on the short position, right? The short sellers and the hedges manipulating this will actually be buying. Now remember, as the very same thing that they are shorting, buying, blocks of orders and shares through dark pools, they will do the very same thing by buying those shares, whether they are synthetics or the real shares. Those will be coming in blocks, and this will be kind of a program trade, meaning it will be something that will be even going for, I don't know, either it go for 1 or 2 days or, for several weeks. It's a program trade because they are already in the process of covering. So it's like closing a door or closing a gate of a water gate, okay? It doesn't matter if you pause or you keep the door shut. It doesn't prevent water from still flowing on the upstream, all right? Meaning whenever the 2 days suspension is gone, it's off. I mean, we open the gates again and the water will just pour down. So it's the exact same thing when it comes to the short squeeze procedure. So I don't really think it should be something that is seen as a bad thing, because the only way, based on the very same way these program trades work, especially when those shorts will start covering. So this is actually the way we should look at it. So it might be even a good thing for us that this rule is in place. Now, even more interesting, when we go down to the next paragraph here on this page, this is where I think it will calm down a lot of nerves, because this proposed 713 rule is identical to the rule text governing trading suspensions currently in place. Currently in place. Mark currently in place on the exchange affiliate exchanges. So we're talking about the NASDAQ American ARCA, the NYSE ARCA Inc., the NYSE Chicago Inc., the NYSE Chicago, the NYSE National Inc., and the NYSE National. So this exchange is proposing to add Rule 7.13 to the exchange in order to harmonize the exchange's rule with those of its affiliate exchanges and to provide for consistent authority to suspend trading across the exchange and its affiliate exchanges platforms. So pretty much what it's saying is this rule is already currently in place in the New York Stock Exchange. So this is just a matter of standardizing, harmonizing, and making sure that not only on the main platform, the NYSE, it's also across the affiliates, the Chicago, the ARCA, and the National. All right, because not all the type of assets are trading in these same platforms. So it's a matter of making sure that this same rule is also applicable on all of the rules all across the board on the New York Stock Exchange platforms. So far, we have seen so many rules being put in place. So many rules from the DTCC, the NSCC, the New York Stock Exchange itself, the SEC, but have we really seen how big of an impact those rules have made in the share price? Not at all. I may be wrong here, so if I'm wrong, please correct me in the comment section. But to my knowledge, so far since January, not one single rule had any major impact, putting the share price to that maybe 80 or 85 or to a new all-time high. So I don't know why exactly people are freaking out about this, because as I said in the beginning, guys, calm down. This is not something bad for us. It could be if you don't know exactly how things work, but since now you have that breaking down, chill, man, chill.